Hello, Arsenal fans. Neomis here, and I'm sure it is a very happy Saturday for all Arsenal fans right now. That's right, Arsenal get their first win of the season against Norwich 1-0, and you just have to say that you have to be happy that they got the result. And it means that we're no longer at the bottom of the table. So, you got to love that. I do appreciate that. The running joke was, when are Arsenal going to score a goal and when are Arsenal going to get a win? And we managed to do it in this one game here. Now, I thought, let me go and put up my review now and really just kind of give my thoughts now that I've had an hour or so to really think about the result, think about the performances of players, look at some kind of statistics to kind of flesh out, and to really just to give a little bit more insight onto the players' performance overall, because I know that my initial reactions a lot of time can be a little bit biased, sometimes a little bit wrong, and you just have to say that I think it's really important to understand where Arsenal are right now and to give a really balanced view of Arsenal, but also factoring in expectation as well, because I don't want to really get away from that. I think that we all want Arsenal to be the best team in the world. It's all part of the chant that we make, but we've got to start somewhere, and I figure let's let it begin kind of now. So, as we all know, Mikel Arteta has been under nothing but pressure over the last, to be honest, probably for the last 6 months, ever since he lost in the Europa League against Unai Emery. For me, I personally felt that then was the time to start really questioning Arteta and what the hell is he doing and why is he doing certain things. And in this game, Arteta's actually managed to prove me wrong. I do have to say that I am really enjoying what I saw today. He surprised me because when I did my preview of the game, I talked about what I thought Arteta would play, the players that he would play, and the formation that he would play as well. And I got the formation right. Didn't manage to get the players right. In the game, I got it lined up right here. So Arsenal played with Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Didn't see that happening. I thought Aaron Ramsdale against West Brom under tens was he was good, but like Leno's the guy. But it looks like the reason why he's starting Ramsdale, because let's be really honest. Ramsdale is a long-term successful for Burn Leno. Burn Leno supposedly about just 3-4 months ago, before the transfer window, told Arsenal that he won't be signing a new deal and he wants to weigh up all of his options. So Arsenal clearly have gone in and bought Ramsdale for that. And the fact that they brought in Ramsdale tells me that not only is this part of homegrown quota, but this is also to due to the fact that they genuinely believe that Burn Leno is going to go, probably because of other conversations that have happened between um, Arsenal and uh, Leno, and you just have to say that it is what it is. Uh, I I've seen Ramsdale play before when he was on loan, probably about 3-4 years ago. So I do think he's a decent keeper. And today is a difficult game to kind of really judge him. I think that if you're going to give a rating, you got to give him a 5 out of 10, because I don't think that he had much to deal with. Even though that Norwich were a threat, they weren't that much of a threat on goal to whereby this is the type of game that you really go out and judge him on. This isn't really the game to be able to do that. So for me, I would give him a 5. But I think overall a decent performance. The surprise one from this was Takahiro Tomoyasu. Didn't think that we would see him overall. And for me, I thought he had a very good, solid game. I thought what he was able to bring was nice. Brought a little bit more pace than Chambers. I thought defensively he was pretty good. Likes to get forward, but also solid defensively. I think it'd be good to have him there to challenge Chambers. I know when I was on 101 Arsenal earlier on the week. I know Apollo said that Callum Chambers has been told he's free to leave, but I still believe that there's a place for Callum Chambers for us at Arsenal, and it could be to someone that could kind of challenge Tomiyasu. So for me, I don't believe that the door is closed yet from him. So I'm kind of fingers crossed, hoping that that's not the case because I am a Callum Chambers fan. For me, I just want to see the guy get a chance, like a proper. I mean, he's had more than a chance now, but I like to see homegrown players like really developed insides in England. So yeah, I do hope that he does stay, but it looks like Arsenal are making moves to be able to kind of confirm and to make sure that the long term strategy of the team is fine. But I thought when you think of the fact that he's never played in the Premier League before, and for him to perform like how he did, and I know it's Norwich, but I thought he had a good, solid performance overall. So I think he should feel very well with his performance overall. In the two centre backs was Ben White and Gabriel. I called them. I thought that they had a pretty good, solid game. Especially in the first 10 minutes where Arsenal were completely dominating and on Norwich, and then kind of Norwich got into the game and started putting pressure on Arsenal. But I thought White and Gabriel were okay. I thought the yellow card for Ben White was a bit needless, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. I think that that pairing between White and Gabriel, it's going to take a while for it to kind of really gel. Um, and I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how it all works. But thought overall both of them were pretty good. Kieran Tierney, my Kieran Tierney's back. I thought he was very good today. Good, solid performance. Got up and down the pitch really well. Defensively solid. Um, and then to probably my man of the match, Albert Sambi Lakonga again coming in. I figured he would come in, and I thought overall he was brilliant. Very good performance, and again overall showing that. I mean, I'm completely surprised about the guy. I thought he was going to be mainly used as a backup for Thomas Partey, and I know Partey came on for him through the game, but I thought again just really nice, really solid. I think that Partey should start ahead of him, but I don't think that he's light years behind. I think that there's no reason why he can't easily be a regular coming in and out of that first team for Arsenal. I think for me, the only reason why Thomas Partey starts because, as you saw in today's game, the effect that Thomas Partey could have was kind of really shown, and the goal really came from a Thomas Partey interception and a pass to kind of get Arsenal going again. So, I mean, everything that Sambi was doing, really pressing, intercepting, trying to create chances from that central midfield position. Really everything that you want to see from Granit Xhaka overall, he was doing in this game. So I really like what I see there from Sambi. And for me, when you think of his age, when you think of the performance, and when you think of where he is in terms of the Arsenal climate, what you want to be able to do is you like the fact that the performance that he put out on the pitch was really good, and I really like that from him. Then you had Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who I have to say again, I was surprised to see him. I like the fact that him and Arteta have obviously kissed and made up, and he's putting in performances on the pitch and played. I think it was at 70 minutes. He was on the pitch. How long was it? 82 minutes he was on the pitch. He moved eventually to right back after 62 minutes when they brought on Emil Smith Rowe, and then he went at right back for Tomiyasu. But really like what he was doing overall there. Um, he should have always been in the sides. Arteta, like now I think now you see, like, this is what is needed. This is what we need. Maitland Niles in that midfield, he should be a regular off the bench, if not starting. I don't understand if you have a guy like Maitland Niles, you have guys like Sambi, you got guys like Party, how Granit Xhaka even gets into the squad. Xhaka for me, he he gets found out way, way, way too much in this side. So for me, overall, maybe Xhaka at best should be kind of a bench player. I do think that there is some usefulness from him, but not starting. When you've got going up against a midfield that have lots of quick players who are able to kind of easily beat the press, which Xhaka he gets caught out a lot of the time. That's why he can't start. So for me, Maitland Niles, well done. I saw a good, solid performance from him, and I hope to see more from him. I hope this isn't just one of those things where the pressure has just been on Arteta, and then he just decides, oh, you know what? If you want, like, just because the pressure is on him, to now decide to change things. But for me, Maitland Niles has to be starting regularly for Arsenal. If not, just to be kind of a regular player uh, there. Pepe Pepe had an okay game. Like, I know the goal really came from him and him doing his thing, but there were too many times in the game I felt that Pepe could have done a lot more. He started using his right foot, which I thought was really good, and that caught out a lot. I caught out the defender a lot of the time, which I thought was nice. I want to see that a lot more from him. If I had to give Pepe a rating, I'd give him a 6. I thought it was better than average, but I know he can do better. And I know people are going to say, well, oh well, he got the assist for Aubameyang's goal. Well, I mean, he was on the floor, he didn't really see it coming, and it was only the fact that his leg was past where Aubameyang was, which stopped it from being offside, and kind of bounces in the way of Aubameyang, and then Aubameyang puts it away. Spoiler alert, if you didn't know that. And that's the reason why he's like that situation happened there. But for me, I think he was a problem for Norwich, and that's what you want from him. And I think that's why I give him a lot of credit. But I think that he could have done a lot more. I think that him and Saka should have interchanged a lot more from that right and that left. Give that Norwich defense problems. Give them something to think about. That's the most important thing, and I don't think that we saw a lot of that. Arteta has to address that. I don't know if that was an instruction thing from Arteta to say, you guys need to stay here. You don't move from here. Pepe, you stay on the right. Saka, you stay on the left. So, anyway. And Saka, speaking of Saka, he was out there on the left. Our number 7, our guy, Saka. And I thought overall, again, good solid performance from him. 20 years old now. What you really want is you really want him to get himself together and start scoring more goals. I think that's really it. And for me, he had opportunities today where he could have scored a goal. And for me, I just think he needs to work on his finisher. I want to see Saka like burying chances. The way how he takes shots is most of the time he just side foots it, which means that he's always going to get it on target, but is he ever really going to score from it? And that's the part that I'm a bit concerned about, is that he's getting himself in all the right positions, but not really burying those chances. And for Arsenal to really progress this season, or at the very least don't regress this season, we're going to need more guys like Saka to step up and put those chances away. And the same thing goes with the likes of Smith Rowe as well. For me, again, with him, he puts himself in the right positions, but doesn't always bury his chances as well. Then there's Odegaard. I thought he had a solid game. Not great, but not crap by any means. He had some really good passing. Some chances that he was trying to create. There was a chance I thought Aubameyang should have put away. That that started with Odegaard in central midfield. Long pass over to Aubameyang, chests it down, and takes a shot. Well, tries to chip it over the keeper, but doesn't quite work. I felt that that should have been a chance that Aubameyang should have put away overall. But I thought a good solid game. Again, like I need to see more. I need to see more, and I know somebody's gonna be coming up to me about key passing and all this bunch of crap, but for me, like when you're talking about Arsenal Football Club, the only things that we really need right now is goals and assists, and if you're not helping directly for that, then like no, no. And this is why this is why some people are frustrated with the likes of Saka and at times Smith Rowe because even though they are so beneficial to the way how we play and they do lots of good things, sometimes their numbers just don't show it. And I believe that the real top players, their numbers show it as well as what you see out there on the pitch. And for me, a lot of times when I see Odegaard, like the numbers don't show it. Sometimes he puts the numbers. Sometimes those performances are good, but not all the time. But today's game, nice, solid, good performance. And then to Aubameyang, the man of the hour, scores a goal, gets us the win that we needed, and I thought it was good that he's found his scoring boots. Arteta finally putting him in the position that we've all been saying that he has to play as a number nine, and I really do think that this has probably really only come about because of the likes of Lacazette and his contract situation. We're all hearing that he's going to be allowed to leave for free, so it's one of those whereby Aubameyang for me he has to play up front. I know he can drift out wide left and then come inside, but he can't start out wide. Like you can't be asking this guy to track left backs because he's just not going to do it that well. He's not going to do the hard graft. You really want him in and around the box overall, and that's the way how I see it. Some honourable mentions. Thomas Partey, I thought was good. Like I mentioned before, contributed very well to the game. I thought Cedric finished off the game nicely, and the same thing goes there with Smith Rowe. Obviously on the bench you had Callum Chambers, Lacazette, Nuno Tavares, and Bernleno Owen Mari. Mari, I never want to see again. I want him gone. Like not good enough. My opinion on him has not changed from the first time I saw him play against Man City. What was it last season or the season before? Just not not my guy. Um, Martinelli, I want to see more. I don't know if Arteta is thinking maybe he should be a kind of striker. Again, for me, I see Martinelli as more of an inside for. I think he's more of a wide player than a striker. I think he's developed that, but the times I've seen him on that left, the guy's dangerous. He tracks back, he works hard, he has the energy, the technical skill to be able to beat a man. Dribbling for me is insane. I want to see more. I want to see more, and hopefully, Arteta will get it right and play Martin like have a Bamiyang up front with Martinelli on the left. Like like it could work. Martinelli on the left, Aubameyang up top with Pepe on the right, and Odegaard just behind Aubameyang in the 10. And then in central midfield, you need to have legs. So it has to be Maitland-Niles is in there or El Nene with either Sambi or Thomas Partey or Xhaka. But I don't want Xhaka in there. But like you have to keep him in there, in the conversation at least. So that's the way how I see it. But I think it's a good solid performance. It wasn't the dominating performance that I wanted. Like I mentioned, I wanted 3-0. I wanted no dodginess, and even though it was a bit of controversial with the initial goal, I mean, like watching it at home, we all saw that it was a goal. It should have been a goal. It was a goal, and um, maybe in previous seasons that might have been ruled off, but the goal did stand. I just want to see more goals because from what I've seen here, and I'm gonna be a little bit of a Debbie Downer, in that it isn't enough. It's not enough, and I want to see. I want to see more. I want to see more. We need to see more because it's great to get the win against Norwich, but if we're not seeing that progress, what's going to happen against Burnley next week? Which I will be doing a preview over the next few days. What's going to happen with Spurs, who got clapped today? Clapped like the bitches that they are by Patrick Vieira, Arsenal legend. Edward Oderson clapping Spurs. So glad to see that. But what are we going to do against them? Because we don't have Edward Oderson. We don't have Patrick Vieira as our manager. What are we going to do? This is why Arteta needs to continue what he did today, which is you adapt to the players that you have and center your tactics around them. Today was the first game where I hardly saw anybody trying to cross that ball. Tierney, the proverbial crosser of the ball. That stopped today. Tierney was just bang, through ball. Everything was through ball, to the legs, to Aubameyang, playing to Aubameyang's strengths. That's what I saw today. At times they tried to, whip it in and stuff like that. But for the most part, they were passing it to Aubameyang's legs. And that's what you gotta have, at least until we get that type of profile, a striker that can hold the ball up. So if Arteta keeps going the way how he is, I hope all of this has been a learning lesson for him because we can't be we can't be doing stupidness. And what we saw against Chelsea and against Brentford and against City and all the nonsense that we saw last season with Unai Emery was just a bunch of stupidness. Just make common sense decisions, play to your players' strengths, and yes, we won't win every single game. I get that, but we'll put in a good performance, which is what you want. What you want. So I will say this: Arteta, decent performance. You could tell the attitude was right today, which is what you want. Um, but I will say that it needs to be better. It has to be better because one goal ain't good enough. Like I know Norwich put up a good fight. They caused us some problems as well. They created chances, but I need more. I need more. So, Arsenal fans, thank you once again for watching the video. Please do remember to comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel out. Check out some of my other content in the description. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on the game. I know a lot of you are pretty ready for a wonderful Saturday night on the town. Please do make sure that you be careful. And I will see you all on my next video, which will be in the link in the description below.